Welcome back, junkies. In today's analysis, I'm going to go over the DXY chart, why a bounce is likely here, which would be bullish for DXY, bearish for Bitcoin. As we know, it's inversely correlated. I'm going to hit SP 500 today. We're going to go over Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. We're going to go over this fancy little chart right here, why I believe we are set to range. As I stated earlier, guys, on X, I told you back when we first got this bounce after the gnarly dump. This was October 13th. I posted this before we had any price action in this range. I told you most probable scenario is to range. I warned you about the dump at 125K. I've had this chart for the longest time. BTC macro outlook 125K top. We got the dump for our C leg in our flat. Guys, I try to be proactive on the charts. I try to forecast the charts. I don't just label what has already happened. I forecast what the future holds. That is what I plan to do on this channel. That is my only goal, to make money. We're trying to make money, not draw little doodles on previous price history, right? So drop a follow on X if you're not already, guys, at chart_junkies. I post a lot of good content on X. You're missing out if you're not following me there. Starting with DXY, this is just on the weekly time frame. I have this parallel channel, and guys, I've had this for the longest time. I could pull videos from months and months and months ago with the same structure. Nothing has changed. I have an ABC correction to the downside, which we are bouncing off the 1-to-1 fib beautifully on. I do see some kind of bullish move, at least consolidating above this ascending parallel channel that I have drawn in with the red lines. And it should lead to downwards pressure for Bitcoin, for crypto, for the stock market, right? This is my bullish scenario for DXY, this green impulsive wave back to the upper portion of that parallel channel. I'm not 100% confident that's what we're getting. It looks okay to me, and I can call it a WXY right here. I like it, but that is strangely bullish for DXY, right? So I'm skeptical. I think either we're going to get this, or we're going to dance on this trend line some more, like so, and then give some kind of dump here. Maybe not exactly how I drew it. Maybe we just push up like this and retrace this. Maybe we just put in a 1-2, a 1-2 right here. Guys, what I drew, this right here is 2027. That's 2 years away. A year and a half, 2 years away. That's a lot of price action with just this little drawing. All right, keep that in mind. But we could be getting something like that while Bitcoin gives us this WXY that I have here, correcting our macro impulsive wave. You guys can say what you want. Viewers, haters will hate. They will say what they want to say, guys. If you've been around this channel, you know I've been pounding this in your guys' head for a reason. You know, the haters are going to hate, but it is all coming to fruition. They think this stuff happens overnight. It don't. I'm confident in my analysis. Anyways, maybe we just get a retrace and then we get an absolute dump through, and that's when DXY tanks. We put in a structure like so. Even with that being said, this point right here, this is 2027, guys. That's so far away. That would be, hey, ready for Bitcoin to pump. Right here is middle of 2026, 2027's right here. Let's go, right? It looks so good to me. So good to me. I'm not overly bearish where I think doom is coming to the charts, but I'm not going to sit here and feed you hopium, guys. I'm not going to do it. This is the most probable scenario, and so far it is playing out beautifully. We've been bearish on this rounding top ever since the start of it, and I've gotten a lot of hate for it. It's fine. Let's look at SP 500 before we hit Bitcoin. Stick with me. Stick with me. Real quick, S&P 500, this is on the weekly time frame. If you want me to just kind of zoom out and show you where we're at on the grand scheme of things, it's just S&P 500 go up. It does. It's never, you're never going to have a real big drawdown on S&P. You'll just have these pullbacks, buy the dip, pump it, right? But where's our next little area of sideways bearish resistance going to be? Because that's the area that Bitcoin is going to actually see those 20, 30, 40% dumps, while S&P goes sideways and slightly down, right? So this is what I have kind of mapped out. Let me switch back over to the daily. I am looking at this as a 1, 2, 3. We're starting our fourth wave now. Like, we are ready to drop into this fourth wave at any given moment. I just have an ABC. It could be any variation of a corrective leg. We can have a flat, WXY, triangle. It could be anything, guys. I'm just throwing a correction in here. That's all I'm saying. And then coming up for wave 5, again, at the end of 2026 into 2027. It proportionally, it looks right. Is there a specific macroeconomic thing that's causing me to pinpoint those dates? No, just eyeballing it. Just pattern recognition. That's what it looks like. I'm not here to predict the actual time horizon of things. I'm looking for the structure. Cranking down to the 4-hour. This wave 3, I see 5 waves finished here. And cranking even further down to like the 30-minute. This last, here, we'll pull this up here. This last little bit that we just experienced, took the highs out again. Would you look at that? It looks to me like an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It channels quite nicely. It looks great. I'm not getting any type of serious impulsive wave. You're looking at monster targets if you're trying to get an impulse out of that. It's going to be a diagonal, an ending diagonal, chances are, or some kind of a strange flat, which would, in the short term, lead to dumpage. I don't think this is the count. I think it's just more of an ending diagonal. We're going to start slowly working our way down, right? If you're saying this is an impulsive wave to go rip off the top, guys, you got a 1, 2, 1, 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Like, that's, you're talking 72, 7,300. I don't see that coming. Long story short, SP 500, I see toppage. Toppage. I'm not going to go over this chart, guys. You know Bitcoin on the weekly, on the macro. You know we have 5 waves impulse. We finished to the upside, looking for this WXY to the downside. And looking at the WXY to the downside closer up, we have this ABC flat, in which I warned you guys about. I warned you about this big dump coming. We got the big dump. And when we got the bounce, bullish influencers again said, oh, we're going to start ripping. Look at that recovery. No. Clearly, they haven't been in the market long enough to know how this thing works. We are range bound. We are range bound. Looking at this chart, which I did post on X as well, we're kind of on the 1 hour time frame looking at the 50% level of this range. Pretty much, we're at the point of control, and we're in no man's land. What are we going to attack first? The upper side or the upper end of the range or the lower end? It's a coin flip right now, guys. It's a coin flip. We're holding on the upper side of the point of control right now. Do we push up there and then come down? Could be. I'm not going to go over smaller time frames in this video. Tomorrow I will, guys. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn notifications on so you don't lose me in the algorithm. I will be going over the smaller time frames in tomorrow's video. I promise you. Stay on the lookout for that. If you are registered on Blowfin under Chart Junkies for leverage trading, a new promo dropped. I don't know how they're making money with this, guys. 10% deposit bonus up to $3K and $9,400 in trading volume bonuses. Very easy to attain. If you are already signed up under Chart Junkies, check your rewards. You have access to this and every future bonus that I launch with them. I made sure to get you guys that. If you're not already signed up under Chart Junkies, sign up to the best non-KYC exchange around. It is Blowfin, bar none. You also get VIP reduced trading fees for life automatically. Sign up, link below. Pop over into Discord. Join the free Discord. All those charts I showed you, the DXY, Bitcoin Daily, those are all for free in Discord, guys. All of that is pinned in the first comment down below. Blowfin, Discord, X. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Love you all. Trade safe. Peace.